So I have seen all 4 episodes of Eyes of Wakanda, so let's talk about it. The new series, which premieres on Disney Plus, follows 4 Wakandan warriors, also known as war dogs, which we all remember from 2018's Black Panther with Nakia. So it's an anthology series following different war dogs throughout Wakanda's history, and it's actually canon to the MCU. First impressions, I can't believe Marvel just threw this out there with little to no marketing, because I actually really enjoyed this show. You know, I was a little bit skeptical when I saw the trailer of the animation, but I actually really liked the animation. It reminded me a lot of Predator Killer of Killers. Which, speaking of Predator Killer of Killers, man, the first 2 episodes of this series were actually kind of violent, more than I was anticipating with it being an animated Disney Plus show. Now, it's not rated R, but it is a lot more violent than I anticipated. Quick rundown of my thoughts of each episode and how I would rank them. So I would say, for my taste, episode 4 was my favorite, followed by episode 1, then episode 2, which isn't too far off from episode 1, and then I would have last place episode 3. Now, even though episode 3 was my least favorite, I thought it was visually stunning and included, and this isn't a spoiler because this isn't a trailer, it includes an iron fist, but tonally it just was a little bit more lighthearted than the other 3 episodes, and it kind of came off goofy to me. Now, without getting too deep into the narrative, I really enjoy what episode 1 opens up with showing us a life of a war dog and what it looks like when they go down this darker, more power-hungry path. Episode 2 to me was a really strong story about the war dogs and how they sacrifice so much for the safety of Wakanda. There's also a very well-known historical figure in that episode, and it's a really solid episode about friendship. And man, let me tell you, the season finale episode 4 was super sci-fi, which I love. It includes a Black Panther. There's a huge Easter egg in that episode, and it reminded me of X-Men Days of Future Past. Just backtracking a little bit and talking a little bit more about the visual style of the animation. I thought it was fluid. I liked the animation style when it came to seeing like a little bit of differences as we move throughout different points of time. Let's talk about that action, because I thought it was really solid in this show. Like I mentioned earlier, episodes 1 and 2 really leans into a little bit more of the violence. I love the action in episode 4, and overall the action was really legit. So before we wrap up, I've already recorded individual episode breakdowns, diving a little bit deeper into each episode, so stay tuned for those episode breakdowns when the actual episodes are available for the day of release. So overall, I would say this is 100% one of the better animated shows that Marvel Studios has produced. I really like how the show dives deeper into the lore of Wakanda and the war dogs and the emotional toll it takes to be a war dog, and I love the character development, the animation, the action, again, the surprising level of violence that we see here. There's some really big Easter eggs. Again, this is canon to the MCU in a very surprising way, and again, I just had a fun time watching this. My only issues was I wasn't the biggest fan of episode 3's tone, and honestly, I wish we had more episodes to explore the other characters throughout time of Wakanda's history. And I'll say this, a message to Marvel: do better, market better for shows like this in the future. So I'm gonna give the Eyes of Wakanda a solid 3.8 out of 5, and I will be down for more shows within this universe or more anthology style shows in the future. I recommend you all give this a watch, and when you do, let me know what you all thought of it. What was your favorite episode, your favorite Easter egg? Do you want to see more of these stories? Again, check out my individual breakdowns of each episode, which will be available pretty soon. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, consider subscribing and following for more.